This is the Altair 2. It is a sewing and embroidery machine. I'm going to press this button and it's going to move the carriage. And then once that's done, we're going to press the embroidery machine. Don't forget to check out the link down below. I have more details on the Altair 2 and I'm going to press embroidery. I'm going to do a Christmas design on a tea towel, so I want to press celebrate and it'll bring up all the designs that are Christmassy in my Altair 2. So there's a few of them. I do like this Christmas ball design, so I'm going to select that and then I'm going to press set. Now we do have some editing options. We can resize it. We can make it 10% bigger or 10% smaller. I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger, and then you can do anything to these sizes, and also you can move the design if you want to. I'm going to leave it exactly where it was. I'm going to press OK, and there's nothing much that I want to do on this design. I'm just going to keep it as it is, and I'm going to press embroidery. Now here's all the details up here. It's going to take 16 minutes to stitch this out and 8,600 stitches. So I'm going to get the hoop all set up. So I'm going to be good with my 5x7 hoop. The first stabilizer I'm going to use is a sticky back stabilizer. And I like to use this when I'm using any kind of knit or any kind of towels. So it will not move on me because it'll be on something sticky. There's like a glossy side and a paper side. You want the glossy side up. Once I have this hoop, to take a sewing pin, gently score in that first layer, and then you should be able to lift that up, and that will reveal the sticky of the stabilizer. So I'm going to take all this paper off. You can buy relatively inexpensive kitchen towels from the dollar store. So while you're just trying this out, I would highly recommend doing this rather than using an expensive towel for your first try. I'm going to fold it over to find the center. So it creates a little crease line there. I'm going to take my towel. And I'm going to place it down. Now that sticky is holding that into place. I'm not going to bother pinning or anything. I'm just going to leave that floating. And then I'm going to take this stabilizer. This is a film stabilizer wash away. This is what we put on top of things that have a pile. Now a pile is like this here on this towel. So we want our sewing thread to stand out and not get lost in that pile. So I'm going to cut this away here. Now it's up to you. You can use a couple of pieces of tape just to stick that down. And now I'm going to take it over to the embroidery machine. I'm going to explain the difference between the two different washaways real quickly. So the film, which is the topper that I'm using in this video, is literally just for toppers. So you're going to use this to press down like knit fabric or towels or any kind of embroidery that has some sort of a pile. Now, if you're creating a patch and it's saying to use wash-away stabilizer, this is the stuff that they're going to be wanting you to put in the hoop. This has a lot more stability than the film. What's going to happen is if you use this in a patch, it's just going to penetrate it and it's just going to fall out of your hoop. With this stuff, it's a bit more like a tearaway stabilizer, but it's wash away. My first stitch out is going to be black thread. So I'm going to take out my white thread and put black in both of my bobbin thread as well as the top thread. This feature never stops amusing me. It actually threads itself. How cool is that? This is the Altair 2 from Baby Lock. So I'm going to take my towel, I'm going to push it underneath, out of the way. I'm going to find the side of the hoop, and then while I'm pushing it in, I hold the back here while I get that into place, and then push that down and move the towel out of the way. And I'm going to add the embroidery foot. Now we're ready to go and stitch out. It shows you exactly where it is on the screen, and it'll also display how many stitches is left and how many minutes are left to create this design. And just so you know, I am not paid nor sponsored to create this video. And don't worry if this puffs up, it's not a problem. Once that's complete, it wants us to go to the next colour, which is red. I've rethreaded the machine with red thread, and then I'm going to put my embroidery back in. Once the design is finished, we're going to take most of this off. It'll just rip straight off. So that's the wash away. And then I'm just going to tear this back. Here we go. Now, to get this wash away from the centre of the ornament off, you're just going to use some warm to hot water and just going to spritz it, and it will just come away. So you can either use your nail to just pull that glue out. You can use a piece of kitchen roll, whatever. You can put it in the wash if you want. There you go. That is what the design looks like once it's complete. Another reason why it's a good idea to use the same colour is because on the reverse you're going to see it as well. Hope you've enjoyed watching this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe and like and comment down below. Thank you so much. Bye bye.